Hi there. I just wanted to share a few thoughts, right off the top of my head here. Um, no, that's not what I want. I want to change this, make it where you can actually see my pretty face and stuff. All right, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? I am working on this shawl project, and we're going to get into that. I'm just going to knit on it for just a minute and chit chat for a moment with y'all. Um, Now, I don't do a whole lot of commission projects, and this is not a commission project. This is a Knitterman experiment. But I was thinking a while back, someone came to me and wanted me to make a scarf. And so I did all the usual things, got all the information, and we talked about what they wanted in their scarf. The stitch design, the colors, the fiber content, everything you're supposed to do. And I thought we were moving right along. And then I said, "Oh, how long did you want this?" And they said, "At least through the winter." So that's the caliber of Knitterman's humor. So I've been knitting on this project for a while, and you can't see what I'm doing. Let me scope out a little bit here. There, maybe you can see it better now. This started out as a concept, an idea that I wanted to see if you could knit a flat object in the round with steeks to cut the round and make it flat at the end. And so I had trouble getting started on just 3 stitches in the round, or actually 23, because the steek stitches, the 43, I'm sorry, the steek stitches, there's 40 steek stitches here across the back, and you can see where I change color at the end of each round. That'll be cut, and inside we have all these lovely yarn ends. It don't matter, they're going to be cut. And when the steeks are cut, steek is cut. I'm going to take all of these that are hanging out will be tossed aside, but the ones that are connected over here, these will all be raveled out and loosened. And I have this cute little fringe twister thingy. I can put a couple strands on each side, give them several twists, and then release these two, and they'll twist around each other, and then release these two, and they'll twist around each other. And I'll have to go all the way down the sides to catch all the fringes. But I think I'd rather have twisted fringes rather than teeny tiny tangly fringes. I'm not a fan of fringes, but the fringe part is, oh, that's one of those things you have to deal with in this kind of knitting, I suppose. But I'm knitting along here, and my sequence is 3 rows of each color interplaying with each other. And I hope you can see this. There's, like right there, there's three strands of blue, and in between it there's, where did it go? Oh, that's not even blue, that's greenish. Can you see that? All right, there's blue there, and there's greens there, but there's only 3 rows of each color, and they're alternating. And I'll have to make a chart to make it easier to understand. But I have this whole bin of about 25 balls of fingering weight worsted. Let me get those balls off the floor. Oh, Oh, playing with my balls, playing with my balls. My balls are rolling on the floor. Oh my God. Okay. So I believe it was Irene, or maybe it was Ruby, or one of the other people on the Nativity Facebook page, who reminded me that stockinette stitch, if I do these increases, it'll be longer than wide. And that's not what I want. I want a wide scarf that goes down about 30, 36 inches. So I came up with a, I hope, magical way to make uh, almost invisible increases gradually along the sides at the end of these eyelet bands, so that will increase wider as it gets taller. And I think that instead of being a straight, it'll be kind of a curve. Dang it, I can't see what I'm doing here. Instead of a straight edge, it'll bend a little bit so that the sides go outward more. Not really a wingspan type thing, but maybe a little bit. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And it's easier for me to talk to questions rather than just talking off the top of my head, because I'm not good at organizing things to say. But yes, I knit continental, and I pick my stitches quickly. But I'm rather slow knitter because I can't knit for a long time in one sitting, because my body just doesn't want to work that way. But let me put this up here. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. But this is my working yarn, and it's on my middle finger. Some people do continental with their yarn this way, so that the yarn is under their index finger right at the needle, and I can't do that. My fingers just don't work that way. So I work off the middle finger, holding the yarn out. I slip in, pick the yarn, and off we go. Slip in, pick the yarn, off we go. Pick the yarn, pick the yarn, pick the yarn, and so on and so forth. Picking up all these little eyelets. I did make a quick chart if someone wants to request the quick chart for my basic stitch sequence. I will be changing it later on as I get further up, but for now I'm just playing it by ear. At one point I was doing just every 10th stitch is an eyelet, and it's very easy to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then knit together 9 and 10, and then make a yarn over. Real easy to count. And then when I got over here, I decided after several of those plain bands, I wanted to have a panel of big eyelets. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that. And now I've stopped that, so that up here, I'm going to go back to this type of sequence every 10 stitches to an eyelet. So I've got several more rows before my next eyelet comes in here. And later on, I may decide to shoot the eyelet bands out to the side instead of continuing straight up. We'll see. I feel like I'm just rambling on and on, so I'm going to cut this short and leave it for you guys to ask questions if you have any. And I will sit here and knit and suck on my coffee and hope I don't drop any more balls on the floor. So we'll talk at you later. Oh, my head is, there we go. All right, y'all have fun. Bye.